Hey everyone, I'm Andrea, and this is my first video, and I'm going to do the introduction about mediums for missing children. So it actually started last year when I was in Toronto at my brother's place, and during the summer, and I was cleaning in the kitchen. And usually I don't listen very much to music, but when I clean, I do. And so I tuned into the Ottawa station and it would not work. And so I changed it and put in the Toronto station. And as I did that, the news came on and they were talking about two missing girls in Algonquin Park. And I knew instantly that the children were alive. It was just there. And so I looked at the map and I had a very good idea where the girls were, and I actually phoned it in. So that was my very first time that it really came to me. And then a few weeks later, I woke up in the middle of the night. I had a vision and I saw a stone house and I knew there was a child missing. And I woke up and Hamilton was also it just popped into my mind. And so like 11:30 or so, I Googled missing children in Hamilton and nothing recent came up. And I thought it was really strange. Well, eventually I went back to sleep after having looked at I don't know how many profiles of missing children from Hamilton, and it was 3 hours later we got an Amber Alert from a missing child in Hamilton, and I had a vision of where that child was. And but they actually got the child safe out of that environment very quickly. And so I didn't do anything about this, but that's basically how it started. And then in this year in May, I drove up to Thunder Bay. I actually was gonna drive out west, but got stuck in Thunder Bay. And on my way up there, I saw the sign just before North Bay about Luke being missing and been missing for 10 years. And I Googled it when I came to Thunder Bay, but never really thought much about it. And then I drove back. I actually got a ride back, and in North Bay, noticed the sign again. And I thought, okay, I really need to meditate on this. This is really sticking to me. And so I meditated on it and got several informations very quickly about him and how this went. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna phone this in. And I did phone the information. I started writing everything down and I phoned the information in. I never heard anything about it. But so that was my very first case. And I always had the feeling from the beginning on that this wasn't something that was deliberately done. He wasn't killed deliberately. I think there was a brawl or something going on, and that's how he ended up. But he might have started whatever went on there, or it definitely wasn't something. But of course, somebody knows about it, and yeah, I hope something comes out of it. I mean, I can't really change anything. The police does what they want to do, and when it comes to medium, people are very skeptical. But I always say, anybody who's skeptic about mediums, they need to look up Sean on Facebook, Sean Leonard, and he does mediumship with people, and the way he does it is just unbelievable. And yeah, so after this, I came across a girl up in Manitoba on a reservation. It just popped up on my Facebook feed, and it was really strange. And so I meditated, and I got several information. But since this was only the beginning for me, I thought, okay, I'm gonna see what other mediums get. And I sent it out, just a picture, to several other mediums, and there was one that got back to me, and she had so many information, the exact same thing as I got. And I phoned it into the police station. I also got sent an email, but haven't heard anything back. But I'm like, no, I'm just gonna continue. You know, it is what it is. If they accept the information, then great. And if nothing comes out of it, then there's nothing we can do. I mean, we can only give the information. The other case that I had was a little boy here in the area from Petawawa, I think, and his family went on a camping trip like 48 years ago, and he was like a 5-year-old boy, and he wandered away and disappeared, and nobody ever found him. And when I meditated on that case, they showed him to me on an open area, and then an eagle came flying in and lifted him up to bring him to the nest. And I knew in that instant that he was at Eagle's Nest, which is about 5-6 kilometers from where the boy wandered off. And there's an open area. I knew it was an open area, I had the vision about it very, very clearly. And so I actually hiked up there not too long ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and as I walked up there, I knew it was right below me, and I saw what I had the vision about. But well, what can you do? It's I passed it on, and it's such an old cold case, and maybe this is what it's all about. I will continue doing this, and I will actually make a short video with my information about all the children that I have so far meditated and got information about, and maybe somebody will pick up the information and something will come out of it. And even if it just brings closure to the family, you know, like usually it isn't children that are still alive that connect with me, or I can connect with the case. It's generally cases that are cold cases and older and old, and so I will make a little video with the name and the information that I got on my YouTube channel here. And if you have a child missing from a long time ago, most of these are very old cases or older cases, then I encourage you to have a look. And yeah, I will continue with this series, and hopefully it can help somebody. Okay, have a good one.